Hey guys, back with another review. In this review, I'm going to talk about a fragrance from the house of Thierry Mugler called Pure Havane. This fragrance was released in 2011, and the perfume behind this fragrance is Jacques Muglers. Jacques Muglers was responsible for fragrances such as the original Angelman, Pure Coffee, Pure Shot, B-Man, Iceman, and the most recent one, Gucci Guilty, Pour Homme. As far as bottle sizes, you could pick this one up in the 50 ml and 100 ml size, and price is going to run you anywhere from $50 to $90 American. Now let's go on to the presentation. As you can see, my bottle has the gold lettering in the back because it's a tester, so don't worry if yours doesn't have that, you're okay. The top notes are fresh tobacco leaves and honey. Middle notes are patchouli, vanilla, and bitter cocoa. And the base notes are labdanum, amber, and styrax. As far as suitable seasons, this is best in fall, winter, and spring. I would not wear this in the summer. So, when you first spray this fragrance, what you really get, you get a lot of cherry cough syrup. It's not that it's an actual cherry note in there, as Man Loves Cologne said. It's more of a combination of all the notes, such as the tobacco, the honey, the patchouli, and the vanilla, maybe the amber as well, coming together and giving it that cherry cough syrup vibe. That could potentially put off a lot of people, but for the most part, everyone seems to enjoy it. And I do like that vibe, although it is slightly medicinal because of the cough syrup. But when you first spray it, you get a lot of tobacco and honey, and it's kind of one-dimensional. It stays the same throughout most of the fragrance, but it's not until you get to the base that the vanilla starts to come out more and the honey kind of dies down a little bit, and then it just becomes tobacco, vanilla, and then a little bit of honey. But this fragrance is actually really good, and to me it's different enough from the original Angelman to warrant a purchase. I'm not really a huge fan of the original Angelman. I like it, but I'm not in love with it. I think it's okay. I think there are a lot of fragrances now that kind of do what it does and do it better, this being one of them. But it's still, this fragrance, Pure Havane, still maintains some of the Angelman DNA via the patchouli note, which is prominent in most Thierry Mugler fragrances, particularly the flankers of Angelman. However, that's kind of all it has in common. I said in my first impressions video of this fragrance that there was a slight tar note, but I really don't think that way anymore. I think it's just cherry cough syrup, and like, you know, you get the cherry vibe, and there's no tar note. This fragrance is really good. It's really good for the winter, really great for holidays, Christmas, perfect for Christmas. In fact, might even be as good as Burberry London for Christmas, I think. As far as longevity, you're gonna get about 8 to 10 hours longevity, so pretty good longevity. I get the same amount with the original Angelman. Everyone, you know, I know proclaims the original Angelman to be beastly in terms of longevity and projection. I don't really get that. I don't really get that with this one. And as far as projection, it's moderate. You're going to get 3 to 5 hours of pretty decent projection. It's not a beast on my skin, and I think it's because of the patchouli. Great tobacco note. The tobacco note in this fragrance is wonderfully done. It's very natural, very authentic. The fragrance is well blended. I mean, there's nothing that really stands out and pokes and prods at your nose. It's just really well blended. It's long lasting, you know, 8 to 10 hours, and it's different enough from Angelman, the original, to warrant a purchase. It does smell a bit like cherry cough syrup, and it is slightly medicinal in the opening because of that. But other than that, I can't think of any negatives about this fragrance. It is a very, very fine, very gorgeous fragrance, and you will be happy picking this up. Now, as far as similar fragrances, well, the original Angelman is, because this pure Havane still, retains the Angelman DNA. So if you like the original Angelman, you might like this one. And maybe Tobaccco Vanille by Tom Ford. They do share some similarities. One thing I want to touch on as far as age, I'm of the opinion that fragrances don't have an age limit. I mean, you can wear a fragrance if you like it. However, I will say that this fragrance is slightly more mature than the original Angelman because of the tobacco and the honey. It does give it a slightly more mature vibe, but I could see someone younger pulling this off, such as I. I'm 26 years old, and this is very easy for me to wear. Smell, 9 out of 10. Smells very good, not perfect, not mind-blowing, but very, very good. Smells great. Longevity, 9 out of 10. You get 8 to 10 hours, which is more than what you could ask for in a fragrance. Projection, 8 out of 10. Projects moderately for 3 to 5 hours. Not bad. Versatility, 8 out of 10. This is a very versatile fragrance, but it's not super versatile. I don't see this being a suit and tie fragrance. I think this is something great for, just casual, going to the store or, whatever. But yeah, it's not that formal. Compliment factor, 9 out of 10. I think it's very hard for people to dislike this fragrance, especially in the dry down when, that cherry vibe is for the most part gone. You're going to get a lot of compliments with this one, I think. If it works on your skin, definitely, sample it and see what you think. So overall, I give this 8.5 out of 10. Very good fragrance. I mean, there's nothing more I could say. It's a very good fragrance. It's well done. It's well blended. It lasts long. It projects well. It's different. It's unique. It's different enough from the original Angelman so that, you can consider purchasing it. As far as do I recommend getting it? Well, I recommend sampling it first, just like on any fragrance, because this fragrance can be kind of pricey, as most Thierry Mugler fragrances are. But this is definitely worth looking into, even if you have the original Angelman. That's it for the review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Peace.